Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Sunday, September 12, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Los Angeles Chargers vs Washington Football Team. Brandon Staley is the new head coach for the Chargers. He was the defensive coordinator for the Rams last season. Staley helped lead the Rams defense to first in points and total yards allowed. Joey Bosa has only played a full season twice in 5 years. When he has been on the field, he has been one of the best pass rushers in the league. His 22.0% pass rush win rate since entering the league in 2016 is second to only Aaron Donald, 23.4%. Derwin James is another player who cannot stay healthy. He has played 5 total games since 2019. If healthy, the Chargers have a talented defense and a good defensive-minded head coach. Last season, Washington was 25th in the league in passing offense with 216.6 yards per game, while they were 26th in the league in rushing offense by grinding out 100.7 yards per contest. The football team was just 25th in scoring offense, with an average of 20.9 points per contest, though they were a sparkling 4th in scoring defense by limiting opposing teams to 20.6 points per contest. Fitzpatrick steps up to run the offense after completing 183 of 267 passes for 2,067 yards, with 13 touchdowns against 8 interceptions with Miami last year. He contributed 151 yards plus 2 scores on the ground with the Dolphins. Our first betting advice is to pick Washington Football Team -1. Washington's defense was lights out last year and looks very good again this year. Pro Football Focus ranks Washington as having the second best defensive line in the NFL entering the season. Jonathan Allen, Darren Payne, Montez Sweat, and Chase Young all look to be impact starters through the early stages of their NFL careers. It's not just up front Washington is stacked on defense. Pro Football Focus ranks their secondary as the 11th best in the NFL. They added William Jackson in free agency, which will further bolster their secondary. It is very possible Washington ends up with the best defense in the league this season. Our second betting advice is to pick under 44.5. Arizona Cardinals vs Tennessee Titans. While the offense struggled at the end of the season, the defense also hopes to step up after allowing 22.9 points per game. The front of the defense will return pass rusher Chandler Jones, who is one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, but missed 11 games last season to injury, who will join free agent signing J.J. Watt on the defensive line. In the middle of the field, the Cardinals will hope that second-year linebacker Isaiah Simmons steps up in addition to first-round selection Zaven Collins to join veteran linebacker Jordan Hicks in the middle, along with safety Budda Baker, who had 118 tackles, along with 2 interceptions. The question for the defense is who will help out Baker in the secondary, with veteran cornerback Patrick Peterson leaving in the offseason, making this season a crucial one for third-year cornerback Byron Murphy, who looks to step into the #1 corner role in coverage. Our first betting advice is to pick Tennessee Titans -3. Last season, Tennessee was 23rd in the league in passing offense, as they averaged 228.3 yards per game through the air. The Titans were second in the league in rushing offense as they racked up 168.1 yards per contest last year. Tennessee was 4th in the league in scoring offense as they put up 30.7 points per game, while they stood 24th in scoring defense as they allowed 27.4 points per contest on the season. Ryan Tannehill completed 315 of 481 passes for 3,819 yards, with 33 touchdowns against 7 interceptions, while getting sacked 24 times for 173 yards in losses. He was third on the team with 266 yards and 7 scores on the ground this season. Derrick Henry led the team with 378 carries for 2,027 yards and 17 touchdowns, while Jeremy McNichols was next in line with 47 carries for 204 yards and a score. A.J. Brown, team-high 70 receptions, 1075 yards, 11 TD, along with Julio Jones, 51 catches, 778 yards, 3 TD in 9 games with Atlanta, will be the primary targets in the passing game. Tight end Anthony Ferkser, 39 catches, 387 yards, TD, will be a valuable option as well, while Chester Rogers and Josh Reynolds will be involved as secondary options. Sam Ficken, who hit 12 of 15 extra point attempts and 13 of 15 field goal attempts with a long of 54 in 9 games with the Jets last season, will get the first crack at the kicking job. Our second betting advice is to pick over Jacksonville Jaguars vs Houston Texans. There were some bright spots for the Texans offense a year ago, with an average of 24 points and 375.3 yards per game, although a lot of that was due to quarterback Deshaun Watson, who won't play anytime soon pending assault allegations. Houston's defense struggled with 29 points and 416.8 yards per game allowed, both bottom 5 marks in the NFL. The Jacksonville Jaguars struggled last season as they allowed 28.3 points per game and gave up 57 total touchdowns, 34 passing, 23 rushing. Our 1STT betting advice is to pick Jaguars minus 2.5. Our second betting advice is to pick under 45.5. Quick reminder, you can get 125% cash back bonus on your first deposit on our partner sportsbook BetUS after you open an account using our link down below and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES when making your deposit. New York Jets vs Carolina Panthers. In addition to hoping the offense improves, the defense will hope to step up after allowing 28.6 points per game last year. Robert Saleh is going to bring over his defensive philosophy with quarters coverage and cover 3 while rotating linemen up front, but key players will need to step up. Carolina will be happy this game is being played at home for multiple reasons. Outside of the obvious home field advantage, Darnold will not have to face the crowd reaction when he plays against his former team. Our first betting advice is to pick New York plus 4.5. Our second betting advice is to pick under 44.5. Pittsburgh Steelers vs Buffalo Bills. Deontay Johnson led the team with 923 yards and 7 touchdowns, while Chase Claypool, who had 62 catches for 873 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie last season, is expected to have a bigger season. Diggs missed the preseason with a knee injury, but he returned to practice and is expected to play in this game. Buffalo is currently trailing only Kansas City and Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl futures betting market. The Bills are excited to welcome a full crowd back this year. Our first betting advice is to pick Buffalo minus 6.5. Our second betting advice is to pick under 48.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.